Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to make this mosaic blur text that you see on the screen right now. I just done a pretty much exact tutorial of this, but this has a much different effect. Rather than break it down and just show you how to change the node, might make it a little more difficult for people if they haven't seen the original tutorial I've done. So I figured I'd just do it over again. And we'll go to Fusion. For those of you that don't know me, I have to use this on-screen keyboard because I'm paralyzed. I cannot use my hands and arms. I just put it out there every time because I'll sometimes get questioned why I have it up there in the way. And excuse my voice, a little bit weak tonight. Okay, select the media in. Get a matte control. And a color corrector. With the color corrector selected, shift space, and mosaic blur. And a merge. And a text. Put that right in the viewer. Put the text you're liking in. Set your tracking, your font, and everything else. We are going to make a macro at the end. You'll have all that adjustments anyhow, but for default, you might want to set it up. Extra bold is a little better for this. Okay, to connect the text node to the Mac control, you want to right click, drag it over to the Mac control, and drop it in the garbage mat. Then select the Mac control, go to the inspector, click on the little arrow, and then invert. Now put the media out in the viewer. Pipe that into both the mask. Right click on the text, copy, click away right here, right click and paste instance. If you don't know what an instance is, it's an exact copy of whatever node you're taking it off from. Green line indicates it's connected. Everything highlighted in green and everything that's not highlighted in green is connected to the original node. We're going to de-instance one thing. We'll go to shading. With the instance selected, go to Appearance, right click, and de-instance. You want to select the outline only. Pipe that into the merge. Let's go back to the instance. Set your thickness to your liking. I'm going to go 0.015. We're going to add this outside only in the macro as well. Bring the media in down to here. Media out down. Grab a merge. Pipe the media in to the background of the merge. And this to the foreground. The green one. Pipe it into the media out. And you should have what I got. Select the color corrector. Make sure you have color up in it. Now go to the blur node. We have options here on the shape. I'm going to set mine to hexagon. Set yours to your liking. Again, we'll have all these in the inspector. We're going to right click on the pixel frequency, modify width, anim curves. And if you go to the modifier, right now it's set on 200. We're going to add that in the macro as well, so you can change the speed of it. More than likely it won't. This Elysium, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, just changes the speed. Select the merge one, shift space, and drop shadow. And we'll leave it on default settings. We have to put a pipe router in here. Hold the Alt key down. Click on either one of these two lines. On an effect, you have to have one input and one output. That's why we put the pipe router in. This can be the input, and this will be the output. I'm going to reset this back to default. And we'll do the same thing with the blur. Okay, follow along. Okay, click away, make sure nothing's selected. Hold the control button down. Select these in order that I do. Hit A on the keyboard. Hold the control button down. Deselect the media in and the media out. Right click on any one of the other nodes. Go to macro. Create macro. Give it a name. I'm going to call mine Mosaic Blur Text. Okay, follow along. If you don't know what to select in the macro, whatever node you're working on at that moment, if you select it, it'll be over there in the inspector. Want to go to shading? We want those three, or actually those two. Do not select this one. We can add the X and the Y as well. And we'll throw aspect in there. Go to File. Save as group. It takes you to macros, but go to Fusion instead. Templates. I added these folders in. Edit. I added these as well. That way I can test them out before I make them a Dara effects file. So we'll go to Effects. This is where you want to make your folder, put your preset in. Once again, name them differently. Don't make them exactly the same, or Resolve won't recognize it. Put an underscore or something in there. Hit save. You may have to restart Resolve if you can't find it. Bring it over, drop it on. Add some color. Heavy outside only. Outline thickness. Outside color. Okay, anything with a blur takes a lot longer to render the cache. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.